Hi, I'm Dale Groves, Adaptations Account Manager for Motability Operations. We're going to be looking at driving and access adaptations in an EV to give you some confidence that they'll be compatible with your potential new vehicle. The vehicle that we're going to be using today is a Peugeot E2008, fitted with some mechanical hand controls and a boot hoist. You may be wondering if you can drive an EV with adaptations on the scheme. In general, yes you can, but there are some important things to consider before placing your order. It's important that you establish that the products that are suitable for your needs are compatible with the EV that you want on the scheme. Now, the best way to find this out will be to speak to your local installer. If you don't know who that is, visit our website and use the Find an Installer tool. Once you and your installer have established what's most suitable for you and your needs, you can work together to make a selection of the right EV for you on the Motability Scheme. Now is a great time to take your first electric vehicle on the scheme, partly because of the technology and how quickly it's evolving, but also the support that's available to customers. We can offer you charging support either through a home charger or access to your local charging network, and that change in technology means that as you renew every 3 years, you're getting access to the latest and greatest technology available on vehicles. In this car, we have a push-pull brake accelerator, a mechanical hand control. Now, the way this works, you pull the handle towards you to accelerate, and then you push away from you to brake. Now, a question we will be asked is whether this is compatible with an EV. Now, this is an EV, and most adaptations of this kind will be compatible with this vehicle. Now, if you're thinking about an EV on the scheme, it's important to speak to your installer and make sure that the particular adaptation that works for your needs will work with the EV that you've got in mind. Another question we've been asked is, will this impact the performance or range of my vehicle? Now, thankfully the answer to that is no, apart from perhaps the marginal impact that being slightly less smooth on the controls when you're getting used to them may have, but albeit the performance and range will not be affected by the product. We also have an 80 kilo boot hoist fitted to this vehicle. Now, boot hoists are compatible with EVs as they are compatible with our other fueled vehicles on the scheme. A couple of key considerations to take though around the compatibility. One is with most of our battery electric vehicles, the floor of the vehicle is also where the batteries are housed. So naturally when you're fixing something to that floor, it's important that you know that where you're fixing it doesn't interfere with those at all. However, our installer and manufacturer partners will know those considerations and will be able to guide you through that decision. This is a 4-way hoist. You switch the hoist on through the switch on the top, and then activate the hoist through the control panel here. Now, it's important to remember you should not be having your hoist active and in use at the same time that your engine is running. With a petrol or diesel vehicle, this is easy because you can hear the engine running in most cases. But with an EV, you can't hear the engine running, so it's important that either the key is with you or you know that the ignition is switched off before you start loading your equipment in or out of the car. We are asked whether an EV will be impacted at all by having a boot hoist in the vehicle. No more so than having an alternate fuel vehicle. Only consider that the weight of your chair or scooter will impact the range ever so slightly, like it would if you had heavy luggage or a lot of passengers in the car. Hopefully this has given you an idea how some of our adaptations work in an EV, and also given you some pointers and things to consider when taking an adaptation with your electric vehicle on the scheme. If you'd like to learn more about adaptations, electric vehicles and how they work together, please contact your local adaptations installer to discuss. If you don't know who your local adaptations installer is, please visit our website and utilise the Find an Installer tool.